What is up guys, Shushi Game here, back with another game video. In this video I'm explaining how the competitive play works in Overwatch. Now Blizzard recently released competitive play and it has a ton of new features and mechanics behind it, which I will be explaining in this video. So the most important question I think, and the first question a lot of people are asking, is how exactly does the ranking system in this matchmaking system work? So the matchmaking system gives you a rank between 1 and 100, 1 being the lowest possible rank and 100 being the highest, and with 50 being around average. And then you gain a certain amount of skill rating each time you win a game, or lose a certain amount of skill rating each time you lose. Now the lead developer of Overwatch, Jeff Kaplan, has revealed how the matchmaking system works, and this will definitely carry over into competitive play. So the first factor that is taken into account when trying to matchmake for a game is the amount of time it will take to find a game. So the game wants to try and get basically a balance between the correct skill rating for each team and how quickly obviously they find a game. You could wait forever for that perfect match and it might take a really long time, but instead the game will try and create one that is fairly balanced instead, and so that you don't have to wait a long time. The second factor is ping. The game actually likes to match players with similar ping together and against each other, and therefore tries to make the experience the difference of pings would usually create negligible. This in conclusion would result in more fair games between other players who have similar pings. The third factor is group size. The game likes to put groups who are of similar size together and skill. Although the game may not always be able to match you with a group of the exact same size and skill rating, it tries its best. The fourth factor, of course, is matchmaking rating, and this factor is of course the most important in determining how good a player is and how the matchmaking system will match players accordingly. But now this also raises some other questions, like how exactly does the matchmaking system determine how many points you gain and lose per win or loss? Is it all dependent on whether you win or lose, or are other factors like your skill in that game taken into account? So apparently this system is extremely complicated, but Jeff Kaplan mentions that it's not only about whether you win or lose, and that other factors are indeed taken into account, such as what hero you play on and your performance on that hero compared to the average. So if you play really well in Hanzo and you get a bunch of gold medals, you should expect to gain more skill rating if you win that game, and lose less if you lose the game. And finally, apparently the skill system also obviously takes into account if you're meant to win or lose. As you can see at the start of the game, it often says underdog, and that team then obviously is meant to lose or has a high chance of losing, and therefore you will not lose as many points if you do lose, or you'll gain more points if you win as an underdog. Now if you do own Overwatch and you haven't exactly started competitive play yet, you must also know there are 10 placement matches you must go through before you get your starting rank. Now these 10 placement matches usually try and put you against other people who are doing their placement matches to create a fair experience. Now after these 10 you should be put in a rank that represents your skill level, and then you can play on from there. Another common question is if there are seasons in this game, like say in League of Legends, or if it's just one skill based system like in CSGO where your rank will never reset. Now apparently the answer to this is there are seasons, and in fact there are 4 seasons each year which correlate with the seasons in real life. And apparently after that season ends, players who complete their 10 placement matches will receive some rewards, such as a special spray icon and a player icon with basically a design from that season. Also apparently players will earn these experience points things which can be spent on golden weapons which look awesome in game, but they apparently are extremely pricey, costing up to 300 of these points, and since you only gain 1 per game, it can be extremely hard to save up for these weapons. Apparently there's also a top 500 feature in Overwatch which will apparently be unlocked during the season after each player has had time to climb the ladder. Now this top 500 thing is similar to games like Hearthstone, where players can see who are the best in each region, and obviously then they can compete to try and get themselves noticed on the competitive scene, or just become an extremely serious Overwatch player. But anyway guys, I hope you've learned something from this video about how competitive play works in Overwatch. If you're really a serious player and you're looking forward to gaining as many ranks as possible, then I hope the explanations in this video have helped you to understand exactly how the system will work. But anyway guys, that's all for now. If you like this video, please like it in YouTube, and obviously subscribe to my channel if you like this type of content. Hopefully I'll release some more Overwatch videos if there's a good response to this one. But yeah guys, that's all for now.